Hey ladies, I wanted to hop on here and say thank you for viewing my videos. I know it doesn't relate to everybody, because not everybody walks in our shoes as being step parents, but I do appreciate the views. If anybody new that's watching this, please subscribe to my page, The Invisible Stepmom, and please comment if you have anything positive to add or any questions. Feel free to message me on there. I would love to hear from you. But today has been a little difficult because my husband ran off and left me today. Every year we try to do something fun, but for financial reasons we cannot do a big elaborate thing this year, and that's just not good enough for my husband. So because he guilt parents, that's his parenting style, is he feels guilty even though it's a little late to feel like that. That ship has sailed. I mean, it should have been sailed. It's been 6 years. I mean, come on. And they're not little babies. They're teenagers. So, just be glad you get to spend time with them. Why do you need to go spend a bunch of money? And so today I'm going to talk about being uninvited. Because I was not invited to go today to have fun. My husband wanted to go do something fun with his son, which is fine, but he picked the furthest place away, and me and my son can't do anything because our son, what's supposed to be our son, even though he's my son because I take care of him and I do everything, my husband doesn't do jack nothing. He picks the furthest thing away, and he also picks something that me and my son can't go to because our son is 1. He can't go tubing. He can't go ride roller coasters. He can't go to amusement park. He can't slide down the big slide with all the other adults and children. He can't be on the trampoline. He can't be on, he can't ride a bike. I mean, there's nothing that we could have done, and they picked it. He did that on purpose because our first plan was to go to Cades Cove and drive around and look at the scenery. We hadn't been up there in years. It's great. We were going to make a day of it. I was going to get to go eat at this place I found that I've been wanting to eat at for months. We go so slow up there that my son could actually, we could roll down the window and let him look out the window, and but no. And then I get a message. Well, before I do that, you know what my husband's reaction was when I said I'm not paying $100 to go sit on a bench while you two run off? And his reply was so quick, so easy to ignore. He said, "Oh, okay." That was his reply. It was so quick. It was like it was so easy to do. Instead of include us, the first thing in his mind is to exclude us. Yeah, exclude us. And I'm sorry, but that really just pisses me off. And another thing that really gets underneath my skin is, don't get me wrong, I am very happy that my husband actually finally took off work for the week. One of the weeks that bratty, spoiled, entitled child, while he is here, he actually took off a week. He hasn't taken a week off in 6 years. Don't get me wrong, but he never takes off a week when it's just me and my son to just sit at home. Never, ever, ever. He never did that when it was just me and him before we had a baby. Never. So it's pretty enlightening like, what you see, what I'm seeing is I am not welcome, I'm not wanted, and I'm not invited. So I'm pretty pissed off. Let's just say that. And then I get a message from him, and I get a message from him, and I'm sorry, I'm driving, so I'm like concentrating. I get a message from him that says, "How's it going?" Because they leave early in the morning. They leave so early in the morning. He doesn't even communicate to me what they're doing, where they're going, what's happening. They make plans together as if they're husband and wife. And I'm just supposed to go along with it. I'm just supposed to be like, okay, whatever. Yeah, you're not invited. Screw you. Yeah, that's what it's like. And they got up super early and they went to Gatlinburg. And it's just, it's utterly ridiculous how quickly they exclude you from being in, and I'm used to looking like from the outside. I'm used to being on the outside looking in because I've never been included. I've never been wanted. I've never been invited. I've always just been there. Because my husband has never made that clear that is a boundary that you do not cross, that I come first and kids come second no matter what, because that's the umbrella of life. Is it's supposed to be, in my book, you do whatever you want to do, but in my book, it's God, husband, kids, job. There's like a umbrella. It's family. It's not screw you. It's not, oh yeah, sorry, nobody cares. That's how I feel, because they didn't talk to me about what they were doing. They didn't tell me where they were going. They didn't do anything. They just got up, took showers, and hit the road. And I'm just supposed to be like, here, I guess. So I'm pretty pissed off. And then he messages me, "How's it going?" And all I say is fine. And then I said, "What about you?" ? And his reply is, "Oh, we're having fun." That's his reply. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, are you having fun? Are you? Are you having fun with your wife? Are you? Is it like a little day date? Is it? Like, it's so dumb. It is so dumb. Like, literally, people. Like, I don't get it. I don't know why it's a thing with stepchildren and bio parents. I don't know. But it's pretty sickening, and I am getting pretty tired of being invisible. And I'm sick and tired of my husband going into my stepson's room and shutting the door and hanging out like they're spending quality time together. It's like the whole dynamic has changed. Last year they never did that. This year they've done it for a straight month. And you know what makes it even worse? My husband has given up all responsibility of taking care of our son at night. It's supposed to be a joint effort because it takes two to create a child. Not just one, it takes two. And, you're supposed to, we have a routine. We have a schedule that we do, and we do not break from that. Or at least I try not to, because I like things consistent, and it helps with him. He likes consistency. He likes structure. And that's fun. I'm all about that. That's how I grew up. That's how I'm going to raise him. So we have a routine. Well, last night, he is like, okay, good night. Okay, yeah, good night. Bye-bye. And he wrote rushes through the routine so he can run in there to his wife, Mrs. Wife, Mrs. Wifey Poo, and shut the door. And then they don't ever come out, and then they're in there talking. Yeah, they're in there talking. And then, top it all off, they don't even come out to get, unless they want something to drink or something to eat or something to, whatever. And it's pretty pathetic. It's pretty sickening. And, and I wanted to ask a question. You don't have to answer. You don't have to comment. You don't even have to respond. I'm okay with it. But, does your husband ever ignore intimacy with you when your stepkids are in the house? Does he ever just ignore you? Is that a thing? Because it's starting to be a thing. Because, I'm going to be real with you ladies right now. The other night, I said, hey, do you want to spend some quality time together? My stepson's in his room, and our son is already asleep, because it's like he goes to bed at 8 o'clock, 8:30. That's typical. I said, do you want to spend a little time together? Well, he starts trying to make up excuses. Not reasons, excuses. There's a difference. And his response to me was, you got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. And I was like, excuse me? I'm getting put on a clock? Excuse me? Are you kidding me? And he goes, no, I promised so-and-so, the stepson, I'm not going to name his name, that I would play game. I would go in there and hang out. I was like, you've been doing that the past month. Who cares? I'm here. I'm supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to be number one, not the last on the list, or if you have time left over during the day. No, I'm not a leftover. And he goes, you just turn things, he starts gaslighting. He starts turning it around as if I've done something wrong, but when in reality, all I want to do is spend time with him. Because I never get any time with him. Because he's always in that idiot's room. And trust me, my stepson, complete idiot. I'm not exaggerating. He is the dumbest kid I know. He really is, and he does it on purpose to get attention. He does it on purpose. He acts like to divert any kind of punishment or any kind of anything. He diverts and just puts it off on somebody else. Like the other day, he was spraying the water hose, and I said, hey, stop it. You're getting everything wet. Stop spraying the water hose for no reason. He's 14, I might add, so he should know better. And he goes, what? Do you know if my son had said that to me, I would have said, get your ass up here on the deck and you're going to find out what? I don't get it. I don't get it. And my husband don't say a word. He don't discipline. He's a Disneyland dad 101. I could write a flipping book about how stupid parenting is when it comes to bio parents that have kids with a divorced spouse. I could write a book. It's like all their brain power leaves when they divorce their spouse, even though in some cases the spouse actually did them a favor. Like in my case, that idiot bitch did my husband a favor by divorcing him. Because she's nuts. She's wacko. But see, he don't see it as that. He feels guilty and feels sorry for him. And, oh, if they get in trouble, let's sweep it under the rug and act like nothing happens. I mean, it's all that bullshit. And I'm over it. So, if any of you ladies have in the same predicament where your husbands ignore you with intimacy, or even ignore you, period, like any kind of kissing or touching or anything, is that normal? Or is it just my spouse? So, I just wanted to just vent for a minute. It's been building and building and building, and I feel like an elephant is sitting on my chest. But today is the last day that kid is here, and I'm going home to do his laundry and pack his ass up to leave in the morning, he's gone. And I don't have to see him until Thanksgiving. So please, just pray for me, send me good wishes, send me good vibes. Please subscribe to my page, comment if you want to, as long as it's positive and uplifting. If you have any questions, please ask me. I do not care to answer. You ladies, stick with me, and I'll stick with you, and I'll continue to pray for you guys in all your situations. And I just hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.